Gap here when we look at Furia, and obviously it's those defensive stats, right? Again, that is the weaker side of the game here. So with Fnatic actually starting on the attack, they have to put up a solid defense here. Maybe this is actually, in terms of composition, something resorting back to having a bit more utility to slow down, and then having certain tools available for the retakes. Well, that's something they lean heavily on. We have to keep an eye on, but it's got to be a good first half for me. That's the win condition here for Furia to pull this one across the line.
Okay. Yeah, a tall task as well, considering Fnatic. I'm sure confidence will be sky high. Mazin going to be put to the test first and foremostly. Invests the wall towards long, quickly broken. And he does have support coming in. 3 players going to make it towards the side, but Fnatic holding on the verge of breaking in towards this.
Actually, the siege goes up, but this smoke actually denying any sort of pressure behind it. Fnatic, just getting the impression there's a couple more bodies here than they were anticipating, but Furia stack 3 towards sewers. We're not going to try and catch the rotation off. It's only going to be Durka left here.
And when does Durka even consider looking back? They're really curious about this. They can isolate him.
I mean, they've got him back to eyes. Actually, when
still Durka. And there it is. Okay. No worries in the end, but now we look towards the rest of where Fnatic was heading towards, which was that C site. Now, Khalil's been holding on towards CT. You've still got one of the plays towards the backside of Garage. They've still held a lot of space, so the postmark won't be super comfortable for Fnatic. Interesting
to actually see the reveal go up that early, but did you see actually finds one onto Alfie on the way back through. Fnatic desperately trying to reset. Zine will fall, but QCK comes through. The smoke guards up very early. They should be able to get the half use here.
Surely. Enzo going to just put a couple of shots into the dark and hope for the best, but he's actually going to sit this one. And ain't much going to be stopping this. Boaster just has to sit and wait. Diffuse right under his nose.
Clearance through sewers is key in terms of where Fnatic want to reset away from A lobby.
I do want to see how responds, or how Fnatic really responds to that longer term, if this becomes a bit of a habit. So Mazin, timing on the wall. Does he get to keep his life?
Nope.
No, absolutely not. Chased down and hunted. He's dead and gone. That's a big start. And Boaster, in the meantime, taking a lot of space, but there's 2 players really close to this. The pop flash is good. Has to try and back away, and he's cleaned up. Furia just going to put the stops on this round before it got out of control. That first pick could have been dangerous, but it's been dealt with.
Beautifully done. Khalil the one to clean things up. Great recovery on B Fnatic in the early round. Only Durka outside A lobby this time around, and unorthodox actually from Azim to be the only one holding down the fort here, but the swing through completely punished here, but actually the pinch from mid is beautiful. Only good for 1 though. Fnatic respond with 3 kills very quickly. You can actually see, as Mazin picked up on the back of that mid contact as he tries to push a little further on A long.
Wonder how much more Khalil can really do with this. Is there any sort of individual fights he could find?
Spike planted.
First one will be Boast up, playing towards Sewer. And not particularly clean, nor quick enough. So Boast is going to get out of there. Mystic can now invest utility just to buy time and really run down the clock. You can already see the closing coming out from Alpha here as well. So Khalil looking unlikely to keep his life. And yeah, Alpha is going to make sure of that as Fnatic find their first here in map 3.
Comfortable again. It's only Durka towards A lobby. Fnatic desperate not to relinquish any of this mid control early on, at least with a flash, and Alfia coming out swinging, maybe dealing with the trap very early on here. They want to push and pull. Try and manipulate some of these rotations.
The angle. Vision. Needs to be careful.
Big kill.
Throwing caution to the wind, finding Durka. That's massive. That removes a big element of what Fnatic were banking on here. Because what else do they have? C long. Look at the progress already being made down C long. Khalil's walking this one. QCK with him as well. The map is looking so small from, if you're looking at it just purely from Fnatic's perspective, and waiting so ready on the other side. So prepared for this. Horn goes up as well, controlling the right side. Alpha gonna slip the net just slightly, but no one's on A connector.
Spike planted.
This still comes through. Mystic gets punished though. Enzo on the backside of this. It's a very weird round. It's a 2v3 here for Fnatic. QCK's actually got the flank here towards window. He's gonna find Enzo.
He's got to be dead. Yeah, Enzo's down. All in the hands of Alpha, who managed to slip through by connector. The flash not going to reveal position. The paranoia goes and it clears through, and by process of elimination, surely they're worried about it. The tag comes in, the flash goes out, and he eats enough of it. It's an easy cleanup for Mazin. And it's 3 standing and a defuse coming through for Furia. This is the game we wanted, a close potential third map here, Mike. This is Furia getting back on track.
At least early on here, I'm seeing some of the positives of Icebox. Right? On the back of that contact, Furia picking it.
Here, but I want to see how this looks when they get all that pressure put towards it. Mystic investing utility towards it.
Where are you?
Horn going to go through. Doesn't get you too much, really, at this point. I like this, though. Quick progress elsewhere. You got the dog towards middle. You've already got that rotate coming in from Khalil. That's not a bad idea. Smoke towards CT, but here's that investment of the ultimate. Mystic going to try and set this in motion. Horn going to come down, and look at the damage done, but they can't get away from this Alpha here. This is still not over yet. Isolates another towards Sewer. This is huge damage, but a little maybe overzealous here, but buying time, and the rotations are in.
Actually going to be able to get ahead of the wall on the rotate. Reload as well. Khalil going to find another kill.
Khalil.
Second as well. It's just supposed to stand in.
And look at these angles, they're so brutal. Just trying to bait this one out. Boaster trying to pull their attention, give himself a fair fight, but nothing's fair about it. It's 4-1. Furia holding on to this, and that was a big investment.
And the key.
Oh, okay. This is where I need to see Fnatic find the response, otherwise I don't get the close game I wanted, but I have hope that they will do. 4-1. If you're just tuning in, where have you been? It's an elimination game. Life on the line. Map 3. Vision already starting to explore here. And this is the default. Maybe Fnatic trying to finally get that full read into what the hell's been going on, because the rotations have been perfect from Furia. And patience and discipline being shown here by Fnatic.
Desperately waiting, because I think they've actually read into the fact that Furia have been sending these probes out elsewhere.
Have to be.
You've got to be careful, though.
This is super precarious.
Hoping he doesn't overstay as well.
Aim for it. He waited as long as he could. Safe enough to fall back to CT. Actually gets to get back towards site. There's a second flash, but there's no commitment. He can re-clear this. There was that flash confirmed in towards middle, so they should know there's still a player there, or was a player, and that's massive. This young man has now caught so much of what they wanted. There's no quick push off the back of it, though. Trap now dealt with in middle, reconfirming the Durka is still around there. The flash towards Sewer gives away so much of what Fnatic wanted to do, and Furia unmoved. This is such perfect play! Furia! Smashing Fnatic with a flawless round.
Ready to reactively come back through.
But Fnatic this time have much more to work with. Coming with rifles, a little bit of light armor, but you've got the ult here for Alpha here, so they have to respect this. They have to give up sight. He's going to post it and clear. Now, Horn comes back in. They know they're on site. That's about as much as you're going to get. You've got the Seas potentially coming in. Already QCK going to try and clear towards the site as well, but it gives a little bit of room here. Vision trying to maybe peek ahead of this one. They're quick to this, Mike. The paranoia is sent there. They're not wasting any time. They've isolated one towards Hell. That's supposed to now removed. A look towards Long, but it's a quick shutdown. Fnatic! Oh my, wait. Durka and Alpha just fell. It's a 1v2. It's not over yet. But marked and noted.
Yeah.
Big late round information. Great work from Enzo.
Pace change.
Not like it's, Fnatic back in the lead by any margin. Rinse repeat somewhat here, but willing to fight it out. Furia not backing down this time. Actually taking the aggression to Fnatic. Zero fear again. It's a glimpse back towards Icebox. They are just unrelenting, Mike.
It's such a good read as well. Knowing that Fnatic's pace change will feel really comfortable. Like, right, the A site hold is weaker. Yeah. There's 1, maximum 2. This time around, there's 3 members, and they fully commit to taking that engagement. Enzo will spot one on the cross. Jazeen actually happy to re-swing it with the tour de force, but a 2v5 now for Mystic and Enzo.
What can they find? An opportunity? Can they carve an avenue for themselves? Deciding Garage can at least draw the attention towards for now. Removing the trap there. Prowler going to go through, clear close. Doesn't quite get towards the side of the site. Horn going to be handled. But the angle's still so brutal to work with. Khalil can just buy time because he knows the cross is being watched here.
Actually, Mystic going to post up with the operator here, so you don't want to be shouldering that once again.
That's the shot. Khalil goes for the jump peek. Beautiful shot from Mystic.
30 seconds left.
And again, these prowls being handled. They don't quite know about this operator in position. Do they find any more room? Okay, Enzo looking towards Garage this time, so that kind of pulls it back towards QCK, towards Mazin, towards that B side this time. Mystic still firing. Can he find any more? So close yet so far. Mazin's the one to do it, and we got...
You want to
worried.
play?
They
Let's
have
play.
plenty of ults. Vision though, look at this guy, confidence brimming, fighting Durka. I didn't even see Durka. Althea flew on by and even I got distracted. But again, a new position now found, making him work for it step by step. Sheriff's a guardian for Althea, but it's far from pretty. This is starting to become a problem. Mystic noted, but actually I think Enzo as well potentially got noted on that. But again, at this point, hunting for opportunity and option. Fnatic not finding much here.
Spectre and a Guardian to work with. Sheriffs to round it out. Khalil will be called upon here, but he's got a smoke back online and he's got that paranoia to slow this hit down. We'll trade off here. The fault line for the paranoia. Be revealed as well. And actually, Alpha's very close on this already.
Really nice shutdown between Enzo and Alpha to really isolate the back of the site there. But QCK gonna fill the void and fill it fast. He needed that shot and he ain't gonna get it. Boomster doing everything he can to try and keep Fnatic in this map and well, in this tournament. And now recovered weapons. One with Mystic there. A TP for Boaster.
30 seconds left.
He gets sent back as just one alive in a 1v3, but still handle to hand. And an opportunity for the plant here.
Spike planted.
Reposition A is going to be considered now. With Alpha's position, I have a very, very good idea where to hold on to. The fault line going to confirm it as well.
You need a massive mistake from Fnatic, but you've got to give credit here, in my mind, to Boaster. Really pulling that back in from the brink. Lovely work from him. That
Furia.
Yeah, right back in the bin. But these boys know no fear. They don't know of the name, they don't care for it. That is a problem. Lovely utility, so diligent from Fnatic to clear close, to not fall foul to any trickery they may be up to. And they found the hero rifle. That basically takes all of the bite away from this round that maybe Furia wanted to bring in, so highly diligent from Fnatic.
Have to convert this though. It's a 5v3. A Vandal, a Guardian and a Stinger still to work with for Furia. Fnatic a pause for thought. Demonstrating restraint here. That's another round though where Furia was chomping at the bit to find this opening engagement because they have gone their way. This is one that Fnatic were stacked up. Again, great utility uses just to identify to Jazine through there. And actually a little bit of a bait with the Stinger, but
Find you.
not going to amount to anything. Poster actually finds the ball back.
Them. One enemy remaining.
Super clean work.
30 seconds left.
Just what the doctor ordered for Fnatic. Get that scoreline back into a place they can really work with. Again, feels more like a formality here for Mazin.
Drop the spike.
Doubt too much more damage can be done. You can already see Mystic closing this map down. There he is spotted. And again, should be a matter of money here. Punish one, trade comes out. So 4 standing. Fnatic.
Exhausting series, especially when you get backhanded on that map one. Actually, that's the previous flash I was talking about immediately here. Whether or not QCK going through the motions once again, and will confirm with the Trailblazer on the other side of things in Garage.
I like this. A different formula to try and find their way towards that C side, but already a shot exchanged. Paranoia does not find its wanted target, but they're just flying on the side. 3 players up. QCK still standing. Good flash goes in, but it eats his teammate as well at that point. Blinded, unable to do too much, but QCK still standing. And they
Spike's
don't.
here though.
Spike's in the middle of no man's land. They need success through Garage or something.
Face your fear!
So that Durka magic maybe.
Well, could Durka grab it and actually TP away?
I don't know. QCK's posted on this. He doesn't want it back. I'm sure that Nightfall came in, not making much of a difference at this point, and there it is. Enzo finding 2. QCK still alive, and it's down to a 1v1.
Remaining.
And it does seem as though the spike has been recovered, and Durka is on the run. Get the hell out of there and find a new way forward. Where does he take this now?
We have to get the clean plant on A. And actually, could even take very, very deep control of spawn
left.
here. There's been no rotation come through from Nzeri on the other side. Be an open plant though. I think now the penny's dropped. He confirmed.
How
Got
lucky
the
does he
reveal, got
feel?
the C's. Durka actually using his TP to reposition now, so he has to take a much more passive angle, Lauren.
Again, maybe trying to be cautious in this, didn't want to risk too much. The Haunt and the Sea still in play as well for Nzeri. This could be pretty critical.
We've seen Durka win him from here before.
That's
actually
it,
a
big info.
reveal.
That's going to give away the game, but it's Durka! And sometimes you need that magic man to come online, and he's finding some...
That is mental.
Really quite impressive, but again, then also then pull this into effect that Fnatic are still 1 round away from closing this all up, but that should be free enough. Takes down Nzeri, and now that A side is looking vulnerable. Seeker's going to come down, you can have Khalil still posted towards Sewer, so it's not completely done yet. And Mr. just goes walking on in, Alpha with the freeze kill of his life as Khalil drops down. Oh, QCK beheaded, and now just 2. Looking like the scoreline's going to tie up real evenly. This late round first half is looking so much better for Fnatic.
It's been a great recovery here. Did Jazeen get anything done here in a 2v4? Durka already posted it up. Just takes his eyes off long for a moment though, and Jazeen slip up. Enzo's there to pick up the slack though. Great clear up. There's 6-6 left. Right? Furia have to cook something up, though, to try and disrupt some of these defensive protocols. Look at this!
The combination is unreal. So well considered, so well crafted. And Furia just get crushed. So much was poured into that crunch towards mid. That was beautiful. I want to watch that one again. I could watch it all day long. As now, just the last 2 alive. Gonna do a little bit of damage on the way down, but it does feel like that swan song on the way out of this round, and then it's cooked. Fnatic, what a start, Mike. That's got to set the notes here.
Just to come back to that.
Not looking stressed is very different to how they looked in Copenhagen.
How many times have those player counts been uncomfortable viewing?
Yep, absolutely. Furia right back into things, though. We've seen a couple of these rounds get way too close somehow. As it stands, though, this looks like light work. Boaster. How's he making this look so easy? Plenty of utility in play, though. Any damage? Okay, QCK, back of the side, still going to catch a little bit of something. Hold up! Whoa, no way! Not again! How is this now a 1v1? One more bullet in the headhunter. It's all he's got to play with, and it might be all he needs. Flash doesn't find its purchase.
There's a Vandal right there. There's a Vandal on the floor
right
in front
there.
of Jazeen.
That temptation. 3 for Mystic in this round. 2 of the players who've had masses of impact already, but it never should have been this close. Spike's not in hand, but he's got time, Mike. He's got, what, 40 seconds to play with here?
He can let this burn, honestly. Allow the pressure to build on Mystic.
Because how many times is Mystic going to have to recheck towards that Spike? Double down, make sure it's still in play, but... Oh, Mystic. Is he peeling away from this? Playing safe. This is smart work from him.
No way he's going to actually wrap all the way through spawn. I think the timing is going to be fairly awkward, though, because...
incredible.
Through the process of elimination, Digizine might actually clear back through C-Link.
Maybe. Mystic.
Especially if he gets the plant hit. Oh no, he's going to plant safe.
Mystic has just absolutely galaxy brained this.
10 seconds
and the spike's going to go in. I have to look at
clue.
Mystic right now. There is no idea. He's right behind you. Mystic just played that timing to perfection. That was beautifully done.
Another beautiful thrifty round though from Furia.
Oh yeah.
Rip away 4 weapons here. Luckily the Vandal is retained, carried across. As you can see, actually Boaster now.
6 to 8 Fnatic though with the start they needed. And the bonus, it looks pretty tasty.
Utility burnt out very early on here. Furia actually will swing behind it as well.
God, that Prowler.
It's on a mission.
Here.
So catches it. Boaster now positioned towards A-Link as well. Anticipating a lurk, but Furia pausing here. I'm not sure actually, I mean looking at Mystic's utility, the fault lines used, so they should have confirmation of at least 3 members of Fnatic on A site. With the C's, the paint shells, and the fault line coming through. Fnatic happy to post up on it as well. They're even just going to set up a contact play here with Mystic, it looks like.
They're going back in. To the site that they knew there were players at now. Already another Prowler invested towards Sewer. And the flash, they didn't check close. Mystic is completely blind. And now the trades come out and they break through on the site. Furia walk into the site that was stacked and they still win the fight. I don't know how they've done it. As Durka now irrelevant to the outcome of the round. That's a plant, but Mike, That felt super precarious. That felt really dangerous. I didn't love that from Fury, but it worked out.
I mean, it's almost on a knife's edge for Furia there. Luckily, there's some layering to this utility. The reveal goes in. There's also the Sky Flash coming behind that. Thank God they actually confirm and clear that close corner.
I thought Mystic was on for a sitter then.
Yeah.
2, 3 kills potentially. Okay, that's going to be 7.
And 4 standard.
Okay, good point.
The Jazine 3 off the tour de force as well.
Not bad.
It's a decent position to come into round 16 in the next. We'll see how it sits for Fnatic on the other side, because what this was rifles across the board and light shields.
Yes, it was.
See the money on the right side again. It's not worth a purchase at this point. To allow Durka to go very deep on long with this Vandal.
Okay, they're walking this. There we go. How much value can one team get? The Paranoia is good to at least remove a little bit of that front line, but it's Mystic find Maz in.
Not your best.
And there's a push up from middle dealt with, but success towards long, but
The
instant
Seeker's done
response.
everything.
They're on the run. Vision, this is good. Gonna get one dip away. Look for the follow-up. There's the Vandal now gone. It will filter back through. Mystic gonna have the rifle still in hand. And the 2 players towards middle. Does Enzo get anything better to play with now going forward?
Yeah, doesn't give himself a rifle.
There
Vandal
it is.
now, yeah. But it's a 2v3 here for Enzo
Mystic's
and Mystic.
over in spawn.
He's got the Rolling Thunder. But knowing that, Furia have set up towards long. No smokes available. They can't cut off these sight lines. And the plant is wide open.
Dirty little one-way as well, sitting towards this. No options left really for Mystic here. You can see Enzo trying to just pry them out. Horns come in. Man, Enzo, they're laying on thick. What can he do with it? Any opportunities? And nah, they know it. They know there's no way back into this round. Time to back away. They tried to make something of a very low purchase, to be fair. Don't mind seeing that from Fnatic. And they had a real shot at it. But what this means is we're tied up at 8-8. This... Although... almost belligerent in approach. They want this. Again, Khalil going to commit towards long, but you can already see they've been revealed behind him. How much do they commit to this? With full intent? At least posting up towards long. You can see Mystic ready to try and set something in motion here.
Sure, I was going to say, is that the Rolling Thunder set up here?
But
The aftershock's going to be perfect, though.
Oh, does he get out with his life? Oh, what? Oh, how? How has Furia got 2 of the kills there? Alpha and Mystic have gone down, and this is a catastrophe in the making. Over towards long, the Prowl's at least going to note the quick progress being made, but Enzo's in danger. He's no longer alone. Boast has made it towards the site, and in great time to bail out Fnatic and keep him in this round. 2 still standing on the other side in Furia.
Look at the Jazine.
How is he here? How the hell is he here? How is he in their spawn? Denies Durka, and now they're divided.
Boaster actually commits to the TP as well. Enzo is left as the solo Fnatic player.
It's all on him. Boaster is a million miles away. Enzo has been the clutch
above him?
king. He has
Oh my god. I think he
been-
jumped out the window there as he didn't even check under him.
Did not check
30
for a
seconds
second.
left.
And slowly but surely, Mazin has stepped onto the site. 0 clue as to what's going on. There's the drop. He sees him. He takes his life. And now Mazin left in the 1v1 with 17 seconds. Boaster slowly closing in. Enzo has saved Fnatic this round. Somehow still alive.
A much more passive approach here from Fury in the early round, but I say passive. They've collapsed immediately towards double doors. The trap's on B. Althea has to hold down the fort here.
Well, speaking of that young wonder kid, they don't commit his way. And his Boaster towards the back of B. Getting a little bit of attention, but Durka pushed up by Sewer. He didn't back away from this. He's been holding this angle for quite some time. They do have utility ready to try and clear this though. See if it does. Prowler on the way in. Sticks just for a little longer, but they're actually heading towards B. This was all a bit of a ruse to force him away from that deeper angle towards long. And it will be Boaster to deal with a lot of what's coming their way. How much can one man do? Paranoia to play with.
Oh my
dear,
god.
they've walked in dry and Boaster is just sweating bullets. He gets away.
The wall saves him.
How is he alive? Unreal. Still 5v5 post-plant now. And it's all going to be poured in. That B site is about to get messy. Boaster still alive and kicking, trying to do some damage. Damage on either side, but it's Mystic to draw blood first. Vision goes down, and now you're looking at the rest. They're starting to take back through the side. Khalil.
He's in a dirty spot.
Khalil has not been cleared. Surely they do, surely they do. They spin on past. You can see the trade comes in. Enzo's the one to take him out of the corner. Durka from up on top clears out another. Mazin and QCK, what you got for us? Anything? A quick flash comes in, spots out one, but there's so many bodies on the site. This would need a miracle. And I don't think he's got anyone answering. A great shot on the first, but down to 30 HP. Pressure now pouring in from Garage. He's overwhelmed. Fnatic making it to 10. Starting to take the lead away from... I mean, hero rifle on...
It's a little
QCK.
dangerous regardless for Furia.
True. Give him anything, and they'll make something out of it. Durka again, taking space, and he's willing to put life on the line for this. We saw it towards Sewer, we've seen it towards Long. He wants to keep control on this map. And similar scenes for Furia, though. Straight towards Garage again. This time they're committing behind it, though.
Yeah, Alfia will get the confirmation at least. Puts the paint shell in. He's happy to go aggressive.
That's a little much for me there, but who am I to doubt Alpha here?
Bring them down.
Able to get away from it regardless. But Fury are going to have no
Enzo get
idea
cleared?
about... Nope, not cleared.
Uh-oh. Enzo's going to get free reign on this. You ain't going to check it. He spots out one and he waits. The discipline on this man. He finally pulls the trigger, and rightly so. Khalil goes down, spots one towards Sewer, but the call's going to be made. The wall goes up. They want none of it. They're having absolutely none of it.
Mystic and Alfia have taken space elsewhere. Very, very deep control on C-Long. QCK's got a lurk, but what it equates to, we'll have to wait to find out.
Do they have anything to allow for a
30
cross
seconds
towards
left.
the site? I mean, I guess they've got C-site, kinda.
I mean, do they plant safe or plant spawn? That's
yeah.
the question.
And they can try and post up on this. It's going to be a headhunter, and the second they turn away, Alpha Air swings.
Planted.
So they note it, but they do get the plant down. And they have a player deep towards CT. QCK, the one with the rifle, keep that in mind. Two players coming his way. How much can this one man do? Nothing at all. Durka outdoes him. Perfectly done, and they create safe passage back. And now you look across the rest. Stingers, Spectres, odds and ends. It ain't pretty, it ain't gonna be enough. Fnatic.
Digizine's got behind him.
How? How have they done this again? Two huge kills, but the diffuser's coming in, and I don't think you can deny this one. He's out of bullets, he's out of time, and he's out of options.
There's still always that threat. The pressure building now. Fnatic just 2 more rounds to find on Haven. Furia once again actually find themselves trying to build back in. Going through the motions once again. Slight switch up here from Fnatic. The trap now in Garage, and nobody there to hold down the fort. Boaster identified with the Trailblazer. Probe sent out on both sides of the map.
Look at the response coming in. Prowler through towards Garage. Smoke in from Boaster.
Have to make sure they invest some utility towards Durka, though.
Ooh. Okay, it's a Prowler to force him away, but it does go far enough. Okay, so we will have to respect that and back off. So early work, I guess, achieved.
No space garnered on the back of that. So Furia still have to make a very slow clearance here. Looking towards it, I mean, it's QCK now to be the one, to be the hero, really, to prevent Durka from doing any real damage with his tour de force.
It's the flash. Oh, the paranoia! Wow, he's forced away to CT, so they've got the site, but all that utility is just for one man. The amount you have to deal with just to... I'm waiting to see what Alpha here does with this.
5v5.
Yeah, it is a 5v5 post plant. Spike goes in. First bits of utility committed. Not masses of chip damage anywhere. Looking at a flank, it's eventually coming in from Boaster, but it's pretty far off for now.
There's no smoke back yet for Khalil. The reveal's going to go up, and I think this is going to be the catalyst for this retake.
Certainly could be. There it is. Alpha going to set things off. Strike the match, and doesn't clear the second player. There's still one down here. Khalil this time going to get away with it. But there's a no! Durka misses! I can't believe he's still alive, but it's Mystic to make up for it with finding the kill. And now down to just Khalil, who was noted earlier on. The time begins to tick, and Durka needs that rifle. And Khalil trying to play the time, but palms are sweaty. And he's still holding on! Khalil digs deep, and he gets Fury of the... Like,
We look at it as well. Right back the other way. Look at the money that's left after this purchase for Fnatic. I mean, Enzo's bought a Spectre into this.
yeah. God, he's down to 250, you're right. 200 with Alpha.
Furia win this. They could find 11.
Oh, the tag. Mystic's down a little lower than he'd like. 56
stepping up the
HP.
pace.
But there's so many players here, but they're just going to bully their way through. Alpha is still deleted. They want to go forward, but Mystic and Alpha from the grave still trying to do everything they can. The trade out goes in, and Boaster sprays in, hoping for connection, but finds nothing. And it's 4 still standing for Furia, but held towards C-Long.
Rotation very late coming through from Enzo, but actually Durka anticipating a change of direction here. No, Orb's still available. QCK could take that for the Seekers, actually. Whether or not they're banking on something else happening here, but
Oh my God.
Fnatic have given up C site. They're rotating off this.
Furia, the second they test the waters at sea, they won't believe what they've been
They
given.
did this exact same thing on A-Long. Do you remember? They sat behind it and they were waiting for the rotation to come through. This time around, Fnatic have taken the bait.
And this is when you get that pit in your stomach if you're Fnatic. You hear the utility, you're going to note the plant, and it was the wrong call, it was a gamble, it was a risk, and the reward is all Furia's. 4 of them standing, and this is done.
They know the
this
economy.
run is done.
They have to save. They know exactly what the implications of this round are.
This is 10 rounds. This is 10 to 11. Furia, I can't believe they're back in this game. Genuinely, the margins of error were so slight. Khalil's clutch, giving them that little bit of life, this exchange on long, and the audacity to do this, just run up. They were taking just straight up fights with Alpha and Mystic, and Alpha was, heroic before for them.
I mean, they're so deep on the peak that somebody just has to stand and take the paint shell.
That's
They're
unbelievable.
literally throwing bodies on the line to get onto C site. And it's all on the back of that initial tag onto Mystic. I don't know if that was confirmed or not. Maybe they saw, if it was a headshot, maybe they saw through the box that they...
We go again this game. Unforgiving for both sides. Enzo forced away. Let's see what we've got this time in a switch up. Big look here and a lot of pressure on this man's shoulders.
Mid-walk.
The audacity, the bravery. This could be their downfall.
This is 4 deep.
If this goes wrong, it goes to absolute pieces. It gets left in tatters, and the timing on this, that's a massive amount of information!
Oh my God.
Oh, and the 1-for-1 is enough. A little bit of chip damage done, but now we have to look at the rest of the map. It's Enzo who's slipped back. He's fallen away from CT, and seeing these players has to have been a red alert. Surely they are aware that something was afoot. Now the flank is now pretty much disintegrated. There's only 1 player still on it, but the site's theirs. Fury have their way in, and QCK, are you kidding me?
Surely not.
Pushing up here. He's got 2 flashes to play with. And on the other side, Alpha here, that boombot won't actually clear
Well,
him.
he's actually going to have to deal with it.
Swings
He comes ahead of it!
He swings it early. Seekers go in. Finally, the boombot goes off, but he's still got an advantage. A 4v3. Mystic, Durka, Enzo dig deep. This is the time. You have to do it now. As they find 2 quickly, it's down to Mazin and Khalil on the other side. Surely not another clutch. Not going to happen. Mystic wants it. He gets another. And now the 1v2 Khalil went clutched before. This would be unthinkable. This would be so improbable.
Oh my
and
God.
Enzo overwhelms. Kept his composure, held his nerves. He was the only man on that site. And he's the last man to clear back through.
Against all odds, Fnatic turn that back in their favor.
Shell and Seas. I wonder if we catch him. We haven't really seen it yet. We haven't seen this yet. We have not seen them depend upon this. Doesn't find what it wants. No harm, no foul at the beginning, but look at the attention towards A-Long.
And Alpha's looking for deep control towards sandbags as well. Enzo will drift away on the back of this.
First time we're seeing the trap over here, though. Or the first time in a while. We haven't seen it constantly utilized. Now, Durka, potentially seen. How much pressure can this man take?
They assume he's dropped off. I mean, you would have to
Think
assume
so.
he drops off after being spotted, but he's still going to be here.
Diligence on the jump peak, though, going to force him away. Now they take the side control. That's going to be a plant, and the post plant ain't bad, because look at QCK's position. Still lingering around in middle. 2 players going that way. If he gets these frags, this could be game-changing. He gets checked by 1, and the pop flash ain't bad either. Buys a bit of time, and he takes the angle away. The audacity on this man!
Oh my God.
Furia don't know when they're finished. Still fighting this out. And now just Alpha here. Looking irrelevant to the outcome. Surrounded on all fronts, now noted. I can't believe it. 11 to 12. What a game. Magic to bail him out again, or any of these players.
Look at the purchase.
Okay, what do we have? Any big influences? Okay, Alfie's got his ult, got a Vandal, we've got a Phantom on Mystic, light armor. It's still not pretty. What are they up to this round? A double stack towards Garage. That's a little different.
Careful.
And Furia are paranoid now.
Rightly so. What are they up to?
You see it huddled together. No ultimates on the brink. QCK the closest. 3 away. Khalil 3 away as well. Fnatic is 4. Are exploring mid once again. They're relying on Alfia being able to slow things down with their showstopper.
But they're walking mid.
They're walking back.
I can't believe this. With the last breath, they're going to try and fight middle, and it's going to be Khalil and QCK. The trades are good, though.
It's 2 for 2.
He's still holding on to this, but he backs away diligently, does not want to give up his life, and it's a race towards the C site. They're flying over here as best they can, but you can see it. Fnatic hit the brakes. They want to take back garage control, and now hearing all of this, they know it's going to be that C site take. They can pull all of these rotations in, and the plant and the post-plant setup. What do Furia do with this?
Althea has to go huge with the showstopper in the retake. Still got the satchels, but it's a sheriff in the hands of Enzo.
He should be able to get a gun here. I'm pretty sure he can probably get a weapon.
Bottom mid.
Yeah. Oh,
look at aggressive!
How dare they do this? Althea deals with one with just a rocket in the pocket, and now the 2v2. The wall goes up, gonna buy some precious time. They're walking CT. And Althea, do you expect it? The trade, and now the 1v1. Enzo, so clutch for Fnatic. He needs it now. If they want to win right here, or it goes to OT, and the swing, the C's is good, and they're in danger! And Enzo, the one to do it! It ain't clean, it ain't pretty, but they stay alive! And Fnatic in the final hours live to fight another day!
What a map this was! This Haven was so back and forth. Furia giving it everything they had.
What a sick team!
Absolutely everything on the line here. As Enzo to close things out. We're talking about him retrieving a weapon. It was a Guardian. I was like, oh my god, it's only a Guardian. But he makes it work. But what a testament to this team. Furia coming today, everything on the line.
Amazing.
And they played with heart. I said that a few moments ago, but you can see it in some of these rounds.
What a fiery side.
I got to say, heartbreaking to see them put that up that performance and have to leave us today.
Fnatic, you're lucky boys today. Gonna call it what it is for a team of such caliber, such notable acclaim. Furia pushed you to your absolute limits. They beat you on your best map. You had to bring out Breeze, and the third was incredible. Furia, what a team. And what an elimination game. This is still the group stage, Mike. I'm very impressed with them.
We've had some mental series here already in Istanbul. Add this one to the list, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to
such insane individual performances across the board.
Yeah.
And then even the other side of that as well. Two insane teams. In terms of performance here today, just a fantastic display of Valorant.
Like, okay, again, we can characterize some of the issues Fnatic had, but we can't ignore what we saw on Breeze was a whole new look. That's echoes, that's a shadow of who Fnatic were that made them the giants that terrified so many. That Breeze map now has to be considered in every single veto they go in, because that looks hard to handle. But my god, Enzo, what a hero for this side.
Absolutely, when they needed it most. And again, you think back to some of those other rounds, that A site hold. Again, to be that brave and stand and actually try and buy time in that scenario goes absolutely huge. Mystic, this man as well, had a fantastic start to this series as well.
Oh, his map won.
Yeah.